Happy Monday. What's
Happy
going
Monday,
on, Robbie?
everybody.
I got John here. He is Jay. You're going to get a pick of the Supernatural Ash Can because it came in late in the day. I didn't have time to scan it, so it is not on the list. But we're going to do something special for anyone that makes a purchase, a claim tonight. I'm going to throw in the Supernatural Ash Can, which is coming out. When's it coming out, John? You should know. What's it say? October what?
It's October. It's right before Halloween, right?
Yeah, the Ash Can's out this week, but yeah, it's October's for the actual book.
Isn't it October
Isn't it printed right on
20-something, I think? 15th. Okay,
Yeah,
I thought it was the 22nd, but my bad. October 15th. Sorry, everybody.
So I know a lot of people. John was taking a pick for one of his friends.
Yeah, a
who
good
is
friend
a
of mine,
huge Supernatural
AJ
fan.
College. She is like a lifelong, hardcore, protected by salt in her bio person. And we talk a lot. She misses the show, blah, blah, blah. When I I always find out about this slightly earlier than the average fan because I'm literally listening at next door. I told her, I said, hey, I can't really say much yet, but just so you know, the Winchester's going to be saddling back up. And she was just, it was like she got the vapors. Like
So Unknown, obviously a fan. Sorry, Unknown. Don't mean to do that, but I'm doing it anyway. All right.
Tempting me to buy something. Have I got a story for you about this show?
So, Marcus, don't worry. We have talked football because it is week 2 in the NFL. Who's playing tonight? Do you know? Do you remember?
There's 2 games tonight. 2 games.
Yeah, that's right.
Texans and somebody else. There's
And
2 games.
What is on Monday night show though? That's what I'm thinking about. Tacoma, what's happening, bud? Hope you're doing well.
Chargers, Raiders, Texas, and Buccaneers. That's what it is. And both are playing. Like it's starting. It's a doubleheader tonight.
So it is an interesting week 2 in football. With obviously the number of QB injuries. You got Burrows is out. JJ, what's that kid's name? JJ what? Minnesota.
Oh, I don't know what happened in the Minnesota game. I knew about Burrows.
Yeah, they got torched and he got hurt. So you have Purdy that's out with turf toe as well. Just a ton. McCarthy, that's right. Thank you, Marcus. So Daniels may be out. Yep, that's true. It is just crazy. It's only week 2, and you got all these QBs out.
Yeah, like the Bengals is odd to get to the Super Bowl. Went from 20 to 1 to 30 to 1 instantly, just based on that.
So, as always, we have talked about the Cowboys. One of the few times in life that I watch a game and I'm rooting for the Giants. But I mean, I don't think, and you tell me as a Cowboys fan, I don't think anybody in Cowboys land should be, cheering or pumping. I have not heard "We Them Boys." This is our year yet, but I'm sure it's around the corner. Mac Jones. So you tell me what you thought of the win.
Well, I'm happy we won because it was an excruciating but yet exciting game to watch. Just based on entertainment, that was a very entertaining game. Being a Cowboys fan, I kept going from, oh man, they're throwing it away again, to, oh my goodness, we're going to make it, to, oh my goodness, they're throwing it away again. That's the best kicker in the history of the NFL.
Yeah, the kicker is unreal, dude.
Absolutely amazing. Aubrey,
that
right?
Guy's range.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. But the defense is not looking good at all. And, I'm not saying the Cowboys have anything to celebrate other than we won that game. We didn't start out 0-2. That's a good thing. So a win is a win, but it wasn't pretty on defense for sure.
So watching that game, your defense is really bad. I mean, you made Russell Wilson.
If only we had somebody like Micah Parsons there.
Yeah, you think? So, I mean, think about this. He had 2 50-plus yards down the field throws. And you can't do that unless you are sitting back there and you have enough time.
Yeah, we got lucky. His third attempt was an interception at the very end of the game.
Yeah. But I mean, that means he has way too much time to throw the ball. Okay. The last one, everyone knew what he was going to do. He had to do it. You're running out of time, trying to win the game. So that was kind of, a Hail Mary. It's going to get picked off. But I got to tell you, the Cowboys, you barely beat the Giants. And that's not good. But I got to say, the offense does not look bad. They didn't look bad week one.
Speedy caught his passes this week. That was awesome. So, I mean.
Yeah, but the problem is you have no defense.
I understand, my man.
Yeah.
And, it's just what happens, man. When you give away one of the greatest defensive players in the league, if not the greatest right now, that's what happens.
Well, I mean, how good would the Eagles look if the refs weren't on their side?
Stop. Okay.
And the league, by the way, every time they do that little tush push, they're offsides, brother, and nobody calls it.
Oh my God!
Patrick Mahomes has told me
the whining about the tush push.
It's true. If it was any other team, Rex, you would agree. You'd be like, dude, they're offsides. That's against the way.
There are 8 places so far this season in South Jersey food scene that are offering a tush push sandwich or a tush push burger or a tush push flatbread pizza.
So the entire off season, it was an issue, right? And I am tired of hearing it because you know what? It wouldn't be outlawed if it didn't work so well. And people are angry because 3rd and short, 4th and short, it's a guarantee. Okay, because they have perfected the tush push.
But they don't sides doing it, and they don't get called for it, Rex.
They're literally using Canadian Football League rules.
Quote unquote, this is what everyone said about the Chiefs. Okay, last year, the year before that, okay, that the refs are on their side and whatever. You know what? If you're a Cowboys fan, you know what? Stop whining. Your problem is your owner. It has always been your owner. He's the one that gave away one of the best defensive players in the league today, a pass rusher who is unrivaled in the NFL, okay, and is proven when you guys played the Giants, and you guys couldn't put any pressure on Russell Wilson, who's what? Who we all know is so old, it's not even funny. So the whining, look.
Yeah, I'm just saying also, only 2 votes were away from banning the tush push. And, I mean, offsides is offsides, Rex. That's all I'm saying. I don't have a problem with the tush push. But God. I'm just saying.
Okay, so
got to officiate it.
Dak is not getting fined at all because he supposedly spit on the ground. So who the rest of aside on?
See how he turns it back to the Cowboys? You see how he does that?
Because you guys, okay, again.
We'd already done the Cowboys segment, and we were on to the Eagles segment. He wants to pull it back.
Hey, you have a challenge flag. You don't like something that's called, okay? Certain things you can't challenge, but you have a challenge flag now that you didn't have before.
Oh, no.
So, sorry. Haters going to hate. Whoever turns out to control or becomes a powerhouse in the NFL, everyone says the same thing. You know it and I know it. Okay? So,
do we know this? Amy added a sketch cover?
She
to the
did.
Vampirella?
She did. And she, I think, sent one to someone who's an art buyer on Nick's show. And he posted on CAF, I think. So if you get a chance, hit comic art fans, and you'll see Amy's work. So maybe we'll bring one on the air one time.
Also, just mentioning, if people don't pick up Blue Falcon and Dynamite #1, we're going to be laughing at them next week because that book is awesome.
Well, you will. I won't. I don't laugh at my friends. Yeah, I do.
All I do is laugh at my friend. No, seriously though, it's very good. It's very good. It's exactly what I'd hoped. Like especially there's a very slight John Wick vibe at the end. Looking forward to issue 2, which I think should be in this building sometime. And
you'll know when it gets
2
here.
weeks?
You always do.
Very soon. FOC was just today.
I was going to say, wasn't FOC just closed today? So
I have to admit, the season so far for the NFL has been very exciting. I've seen now tons of games that have gone right down the wire. The role of place kicker has become critical. I mean, absolutely unreal. So it goes to show you that, it isn't just a gimme or a given. So
they got Tony Khan doing the booking now.
So, what's amazing? Daniel Jones. Oh my God. The kid is, I think the Colts broke a record. They did not punt once in the first 2 games. That's unreal.
Yes, Marcus. Without Amy, it's known as the wheels are off.
Marcus, did you get one? Red Sonja one? I don't remember you claiming one. I might have missed it. So if you did, Marcus, let me know. Send me an email.
If I was Nick, I'd pay Amy not to go on vacation for a week.
Hey,
what's it going to take to keep you at your
Rex,
desk?
what do you think about the Aaron Rodgers loss? Steelers didn't look very good yesterday, and also those poor Jet fans out there, man. Poor Jets fans.
Yeah, they cannot. So Marcus, I may have missed it. I apologize. We will get you one out tomorrow. So are you buffering, Nick, or am I buffering? I didn't see myself buffering, but yeah. But Daniel Jones, my God, I'm rooting for the guy now, because if you ask me, the Giants have become the QB killers, in the league. They've taken over that role from the Jets, and now it's just, I mean, how do you go to the Colts and get off to a start like this? It's amazing to me. You got to give the QB some time to throw.
And he's doing it without the tush push.
Oh my God, he's going to go to tush push. Look,
Dad,
tush push or not isn't going to change the Cowboys' future.
If you're a tush push, there's a tush push version of a Singapore sling down at Dad's in Lumberton. They've been pushing it like crazy. It's like push that tush over to Dad's or something they sent on Instagram.
I will definitely have to try. Okay. All right, so the giveaway tonight is Uncanny Inhumans number 0, signed by Charles Sewell. And reminder, so is that where it's happening? Oh, Nick, yeah, that's right. You're on Facebook.
I have to wonder, and maybe this is just a me thing. I'm wondering if Inhumans is one of these sort of creator-specific properties.
What do you mean?
Because I want to love the Inhumans more than I do.
Right.
They've been kind of taken off the board lately, right? Because Marvel made an odd push to kind of make them like the X-Men when they were trying to snub at Fox and not have X-Men books or something.
Yeah, suddenly the Terrigen Mist overtook mutants and blah, blah, blah. And then it was just...
Right.
And they've been kind of downplayed since then. But in the new Imperial book by Jonathan Hickman, especially in his Fantastic Four run, did some great stuff with Inhuman characters. The Inhumans are back to prominence in this Imperial run. And Jonathan Hickman's kind of set up this whole new vibe for them. And I think when you talk about creator specific, definitely somebody like a Jack Kirby, but a Jonathan Hickman. He writes the Inhumans so well. Paul Jenkins, Jay Lee, their Inhumans run was amazing too.
I guess the further away certain things get, like I've enjoyed Eternals runs from all sorts of people. The further away they get from Kirby's vision of ancient astronauts or whatever you want to call it, it's harder for me to connect to. I mean, I keep buying the work because I want, I like the characters. I want to like the book. I've only read issue 1 of Imperial so far, so I'm behind. I haven't seen, you know what I mean? I have some catching up to do with.
So Marcus wants to have boxing talk. So fair enough.
Was that Netflix boxing match this week? Was that this weekend?
What's that?
Was that there was something on Netflix that kept
Canelo got beat. I mean, there was one shot Crawford clocked him, and Canelo was shocked that he got hit that hard.
Canelo, little cinnamon Don routine, that gimmick was 4 or 5 years ago. These guys have a shelf life.
Yeah,
back then we knew this. Now everybody wants to be Sting in AEW, where it's 60 years old. They're jumping on tables.
Yeah.
Look, man, it's just you've got like your sweet spot for athletics. And then what happens is, fame, fortune, this, that, and the third. You fight, you don't fight, you training camp, blah, blah, blah. You want to train on a boat or a hotel or something. And then that's what happens. A guy like Crawford comes along. Everybody talking about, oh, my God, if you haven't seen Canelo, you have to see Canelo, blah, 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 blah. All right, well.
Yeah,
now he's on a huge platform on
is
Netflix.
Like the NFL. It's a very physical sport, so there is a shelf life.
Corey just brought up a really good point, though. More so in boxing than most sports, they do it for the money.
Yeah.
Someone will write them a 7-figure paycheck to go in there.
That's why
they'll go through the motions. They'll do a few rounds, and then it's just, clutching prayers, and then, it didn't work out for her.
Well, that's why.
And don't forget one of the most exciting moments in sports entertainment this weekend, Dominic Mysterio winning the AAA Mega Championship. That was pretty dope.
I don't even know what that means.
That was one of those sort of marriages which, if you had asked someone 10 years ago, like a longtime pro wrestling fan, they'd have told you you're never seeing that. I would have told you you're never seeing that. I've been watching the WWE since I was 10. So this is my 51st year of watching this product. If you had asked me at any point, would you see mention of AAA or this or that, but you just wouldn't have seen it. I mean, in the 90s, there was Amazing Shock when they acknowledged WCW. And then they almost sort of went back to the same thing. Now, the last 3-4 years, you've got a different WWE. I mean, you had guys from other promotions, women from other promotions coming into wrestling. And now you've got a guy like Dominic Mysterio, who, I hate to say it, he's a great heel. He does not look like a luchador. I'm sorry. He just does not.
So, TJ, I can't talk lacrosse because I don't understand it. And I realized watching college lacrosse that I can't watch a sport where you can't see the ball. That's the problem.
Well, that's always been hockey's problem, right? People can't see the puck.
But you can sort of see the puck. You know, I can sort of see it.
Do you remember when they would put that little like glow over the puck? Do you remember they would put that glow?
Yeah, I remember that. That lasted for what, like a month?
Yeah, they could probably do it better now.
Mentioning WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia, I'll say this real quick. If you're going to complain about it, then do one of two things. Either stop watching the product. Just say goodbye to the WWE or anyone that's doing business in Saudi Arabia or any country where you might have beef. I don't even want to single out Saudi Arabia. If somebody is doing something and you have beef with them, give it up. I don't stop reading the comics, stop going to the movie, stop watching the TV show. I don't care what it is. Or just accept that this is a business and someone somewhere made a decision we can do more money by doing something than not doing something. And you know where I learned that from? Listening to John Byrne talking about the original Death of the Phoenix. He's like, people have to understand there's creative side, there's financial side. Jean Grey comes back. Again, there's creative side and financial side. And from John Byrne telling me that, well, not me and about 1,000 other people, let me be clear, it wasn't just me. This is the way the entertainment musicians, sometimes musicians or actors will say something when they get an award or they'll do a song or whatever. If it upset you, stop buying their music, stop supporting them, or just understand that this is the way the entertainment world works. Don't take it personally and move on with your day. Do I want to see WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia? No. The first WrestleMania outside of North America should have been in England. I don't care what anybody says. It just should have. That's not the trigger they pulled. That's not the call they made. Am I never going to watch the WWE again? No, of course not. You know what I mean? That's not going to happen. Would I buy that particular WrestleMania pay-per-view if it wasn't like part of, I don't know if I would have dropped $75 on that 15 years ago.
It's going to be weird watching that. Of course, now we can just watch it on the ESPN app, right? But it's going to be weird watching that at like 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
I was going to say, I think I misunderstood. So either you watch it at noon or at 2 in the morning or something. One of my weaknesses is time zone changes. I'm pretty good to Chicago. I'm pretty good to like San Francisco. The only reason I know Hawaii is because I've been to Hawaii several times. But when you start getting to,
that's
the
what the
Philippines and Hong Kong, I got no idea what time it is. I don't know if it's yesterday. I don't know if it's tomorrow.
About 12 hours.
That's why I said, when this is on, you tell me when it's on.
Preston. So,
Robbie, shoot me a text for WrestleMania.
I'm glad you got the mystery box. Amy is back, so that order of yours should go out in the next day or two. All right.
Before
the one that you emailed me about. Yeah, go ahead. So here is, I have my poor man's Vanna White. And here is
you mean your fat old man's Vanna White.
Yeah, but I didn't want to say that.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, cool. You got the pick. Cool.
I wasn't sure if I got it.
All right. So to repeat myself, every claim tonight will receive a free Supernatural Ash Can. All right. The reason I'm making it with every claim is because unless you want to pay the shipping these days, it's not cheap. Okay. Even Ground Advantage to California is like eight some dollars. Okay. And it's way too much paperwork. So
a buddy of mine went to Rose City and he picked up an old copy of Vampirella that he wanted to send to me because he didn't know who signed it. He couldn't recognize the signature. Right. The signature was done in ink. It had to be 30 years ago. It was a Warren magazine. He just, and I had said to him, don't bother doing plastic or any of this other stuff. It's just an old magazine. It'll be a reading copy for me. Part of the cover is creased, whatever, blah, blah, blah. They wanted something like $11 to stick it in a UPS envelope. My buddy lives.
That's not bad for UPS.
My buddy lives about an hour outside of San Francisco, and he told them it was going about a half hour outside of Philadelphia. And the lady at the counter, super nice, tip type, 11 and change.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's actually
he only paid
cheap.
$10 for the book on the last day of the con. You know how like dealers are like blowing stuff out.
Yeah, shipping costs have gone way up. Actually, on some things, we're losing money on shipping. It's just ridiculous anymore. The shipping international has gone way up due to a variety of reasons. So hopefully we can figure something out. I don't know.
I'll say a couple things real quick before we go to break.
Go ahead.
Greg Pak manages, in the pages I read from here, Greg Pak manages to jump in like it's season 18 or whatever the next season would be. It very much reminds me of when they did a Buffy, and the creators sort of said, let's just do the story like we're continuing with the TV series, and it wasn't canceled. I guess it was like Buffy season 6 and Angel season 4. It was like they were like kind of fake, and they were kind of based on notes or whatever that the creator had. I mean, nobody needs to put Greg Pak over, right? That guy's a star. I'm not surprised at anybody here.
Right.
But it's nice to see that, you got a Clayton Crane cover, and it's nice to see that they didn't decide, hey, let's take an exciting new direction for the Winchesters. No, the Winchesters are good. All you need to do is write stories. They don't need changes. The car doesn't need changing.
So the one upside to Amy being on vacation last week was I got to communicate for the very first time with Greg Pak.
Nice.
Because he wanted to know what the FOC date on Supernatural #1 was.
Amy hogged all the celeb interviews. Remember, I used to talk to people, and now they don't even know. Well, they do know my name because I bother them all the time. But
yeah, they know him as Psycho Stalker.
Tom Snigowski said they don't let me interview him anymore because we did a thing one day. It was supposed to be 10 minutes. We talked for like 45 minutes.
It's so unlike you guys, John.
And it was conversations that we'd had through Messenger or whatever.
All right, so we're going to take our first break.
Hey, Triple Bay.
When we get back, we'll do shout-outs, and then we'll get to the
Absolutely, Marcus. Gen V Season 2. Very excited for that.
All right, so hang out. We'll be right back, and we will do shout-outs, and we'll start going through the books of the week.
Sure, comic books are beautiful, but underneath, there's something more authentic and exciting. The original art. See the pencils, the lines, the shading, as if you were there in the studio watching the artist work. Getting a peek at comics' backstage is easy with the original art experience.
All right, Friday night, guys. Thank you for being here. Could be doing anything. The fact that you're here means the world to me.
Nick's pieces are always value priced with your budget in mind, for the beginning collector to the veteran.
And this is gorgeous. You got Aquaman and Mira.
Join the original art experience with Nick and our friendly crew of regulars, even if it's just to enjoy the art. Fridays at 7. It's all part of the experience.
Symphonic verses, Nocturne's romance. A song of romanticized darkness, dreaming death by sleep.
Download our app on Google Play and the App Store. It's so simple, even my mommy can use it. In a world where you hit like and subscribe on our YouTube channel, that'd be really great, thanks.
All right, we're back. So let's do shout outs. So let me move up to the top of the chat. Let's see here. All right. So first up, TJ, what's going on? Easy Go Lucky. What's happening, buddy? Let's see. Who else in the house? Unknown, of course. What's going on? Not Marvel fan.
Gotta say hello. I was in a meeting.
What's up, man? How you doing, sir?
What's going
Have you
on?
seen these?
It's
the Rex.
Oh,
Marcus, CJ, what's happening?
Oh, Battle Beast is
Dude.
Battle Beast. Oh,
Right? These are really nice.
well, just leave these.
Okay,
on the desk and
madam,
rebuild
thanks
it.
for joining us.
So I
Unless
used to mine. I bought
You use
four
a
boxes.
different username that we've known from before.
4-year-old building.
Let's see.
Runs in the family, bro. Runs in the family. Dude, those are sweet.
Kenneth Bird, Tacoma. Always nice to see you, buddy. Glad you're back.
So every box has 2 of these wells.
Let's see who else is
Some of them are numbered to 10. This is
Canadian.
the
What's happening, buddy?
just because it's fucking crazy.
Robbie, what is going on over there, man?
Just trying to do something visual over here, you know, while he's doing the shout outs and Rex and John's having his conversation.
No, Robbie. So I came in.
No.
First off, I always have to greet John like a gentleman, right? I always try to be like polite. Sneaks in. Sometimes he gets past me like a ninja. Don't know where he goes. But I wanted to share with him. And I don't know if you guys seen any of these.
If you hold them in front of the camera, they'll
The
My
invincible cards.
invincible cards, man. Holy cow!
Cool.
Right. So yesterday.
Yeah,
Hold
this
them
was
with
this
his
was
son.
worth interrupting the show
Right?
for, man.
I'm so sorry. So yesterday I went to a Comic-Con in Clifton, and my sons, my 2 little guys, is that the whatnot dude? That is the whatnot dude. Damn, I've been relegated to the whatnot dude.
You know what, not dude?
Shoot. Right. So there you go. They have like the it's
Those are very
They had
cool.
the,
So
autograph.
now
These
what
are
Jeff
autograph.
tells me is we're
Very
getting
cool.
some of these cards for ourselves. Right?
yeah. So we're getting a couple cases of these. So we might have some breaks here for you guys coming up soon.
Nice.
Yeah, can you see that, Robbie?
Yeah, that's dope.
That is, yeah, that's.
And then this one's a cool one.
You were wondering why I zoned out of the show. He's showing me these. Like, I couldn't believe how good these were.
That's about a $400 card right there. Limited to 10. Omni-Man versus Invincible. So, sorry, I'm out. Guys, have fun. I just have to share the geek stuff with everybody.
I'm the only guy who loves Omni-Man.
Thanks. Well, Rex, appreciate you guys.
All right, buddy.
Like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff before Nick tells me to tell you guys again.
Yes, sir.
Right, so, shout out to Corey. See what's Mike Asbill. What's happening, buddy?
Those cards are seriously sweet.
All right. Let's see who else. Who did I miss? Preston, I said hi to. Let's see. I think I got it.
Jeff's desk has different stuff, but the stuff on Jeff's desk is as good as better than the stuff on Mariano's desk. And Mariano's desk, I know like my hall closet because I'm in there all the time.
All right. So let's see. I think I got everyone. If I missed you, I apologize. Let's see.
That is a good point,
Alberto, what's happening, buddy? We haven't even gotten the food yet, Alberto.
We haven't eaten the food yet, but that is a good time to mention. Please hit like, subscribe, share, whatever. Make sure you fill out your forms. Amy's back, and you know.
All right. So,
not having
Barlord,
like
what's happening?
Hurricane.
All right. So I think I got everyone. Becky Bate.
At Tacoma, that's never a great situation, man. But you have to do what's more important for you. I mean, you can always get comics again. That's the thing I learned. I've bought and sold collections. The only thing I never parted with was Vampirella. I've even sold Green Hornet stuff. I've sold the Black Beauty model twice.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. Exactly. All right. So again,
Vampirella was too hard to part with. Black and white comics. I've flipped Harris books and you know, I mean Dynamite books. I sort of have a market on, but the Warren stuff, the magazines,
profitability, right? 100% profit. All right. So again, for every claim tonight, we will send you a Supernatural ash can for free.
John not included.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
shipping would be way too much.
Everything's negotiable. Yeah, especially by body weight, right? Yikes.
Yeah, if you want a John, your shipping is going to be $1,500.
That's only if I'm holding like Action Comics #1,
and that's only east of the Mississippi. You know, anywhere west, I have to run numbers. All right. So the giveaway of the night is Uncanny Inhumans #0, signed by Charles Soule.
TJ, there are a couple places. One is in Delaware and one is in PA that uses cornmeal as a filler. I'm not going to say the dogs aren't good with cornmeal as a filler. Just my experience with creating hot dogs on multiple projects, not just the one with my name on it. Cornmeal isn't ideal. And I find most of the people, the average person who just buys Oscar Mayer for their kids and throws them in a shopping cart doesn't care. Right. Hot dog fans see cornmeal and they're like, you know, no one's paying $9, $10 a pound for that. Although brisket hot dogs sound, in and of themselves, they sound delicious.
All right, Ryan Riley, what's going on, bud? All right.
Yeah, so. CJ, I like I said, I don't want to put the bad mouth on someone else's product. But yeah, cornmeal is.
All right.
If hadn't culinary wanted to put cornmeal in their dogs, I probably would have asked them to take my name off.
I mean, what is this? A meatloaf or a hot dog? Come on, get out of here.
I just said at that point you're almost making it like a vegan dog, which again, great. Just take my name off of it because no one wants vegan dogs for me.
All right. So the hashtag is EXP Monday, all lowercase.
Marcus, if I could find pictures, I'll send them to Jay and maybe he can put them up there. I actually, for an event, made Spam hot dogs. I actually carved them out.
Oh, really?
And put them on little, they were like smaller size, but I could basically, with care, I could get 3 small, like 12-1 dogs out of a thing of Spam.
Interesting.
You carved each one of those like by hand individually?
Yeah, I did.
Bruh.
The guy paid a lot of money and he wanted them for his table. Him and his wife were getting remarried after 25 years.
Right.
And he wanted stuff that was only at his table. And his favorite things were Spam for breakfast, which his wife wouldn't let him eat anymore because, he was old and fat and whatever, and diet, exercise, health. And he loves hot dogs also, which his wife wouldn't let him eat unless they went to a ball game. So I said to him, I could do something kind of special, but he's like, charge me for the food, charge me for your work. I'm only going to get, I thought I was only going to get married once, but apparently I'm going to get married twice. And this time they spent a lot of money. They got married on Mashulu, on the boat out in Delaware River.
Yeah.
The first time they eloped, and basically they had a ceremony at a church which was across the street from a Holiday Inn. So 25 years later, he really wanted to hook his wife up. So they kind of took over Mashulu. Mashulu is like a wooden sailing vessel that's birthed in Penn's Landing in Philadelphia in the Delaware River.
Okay.
And they don't really take it out anymore, but they do these great events there.
I don't think they can.
I was going to say, I don't know if it's seaworthy, I guess is the right term, but they do tremendous events. They've done Phillies events, Eagles events, they do political events. They've had famous people there. And this guy had a few bucks. You know what I mean? He was a doctor. He had money. So he spent the money. And one of the things I left for him, I had the other person cooking with me do an amazing spread for his wife. And I did him these little plate of hot dogs. It was like this big. And he had like a dozen Spam dogs with some had mustard, some had this and that. And he loved it. He was like, man, this is like my childhood come to life. And his wife was like, you get a day pass today. She looked at me. She goes, don't sell them those tomorrow or the check won't clear. I said, fair enough. But it took a lot of time. I used an X-Acto knife. It was a little, I used a dermatome, which is a surgical tool, which I scammed.
Yeah, I have no idea what it is.
Who was a doctor in that guy's practice. He was a younger doctor in that guy's practice. And I was explaining what I needed. And my buddy said, you need a dermatome. I had no idea what that was. And it was this weird sort of little long, thin hooks. I thought it was a scalpel. I was told I was mistaken. And I was eventually able to learn, after wasting like 6 cans of Spam, to stop moving the knife and to hold the knife and move the Spam.
Oh, right. Good point.
I had to wash it. I had the rubber glove on to hold it. And I was able to sort of hold the thing and do it. And then I got it to work.
Got you.
Guys, I feel, guys, like we got to put up some books to sell before Nick comes in here.
Might happen anyway. All right. So next up. All right. So the hashtag is #EXP Monday, all lowercase. As always, we have Dynamite 10-pack reader set, 10 random Dynamite titles, $3.99 cover price or higher. And as always, we have it for $5. And then we have the DF Mystery Box, 2 CGC 9.8s, 1 Virgin, 1 signed, 1 exclusive, and 10 back issues. $200 retail value guaranteed. We've got it tonight for $85. Best deal ever. Thank you, Ryan. All right. So then let's do the sketch covers. First up, we got Fantastic Four, #1 with Galactus and Shalabal, Surfer cover sketch by Cole C.K. Kent. This is a nice one.
Yeah, I love that hand. That hand's so cool, man.
Yeah. All right. MSRP of $149.99, and we have it tonight for $65. And then another great one by Jessica Court, Thor #1 with Spider-Woman cover sketch by Jessica Court. Suggested retail of $149.99, and we have it for $65.
Absolutely gorgeous.
This looks like a trading card that's been blown up to book size. This is very, very cool.
All right. Then we have Ultimate Spider-Man #1 with Spider-Man cover sketch by Joe Del Beato and Mariano Nicieza. Suggested retail of $149.99. And we have this one for $65.
This is like an iconic, like early Marvel Age image of Spider-Man. I guess the more you've got a couple images, right? You've got this. You've got Todd McFarlane on
Ditko.
Ditko. You know what I mean? There's just a few images of Spider-Man that are, you've probably seen this image 1,000 times.
Right.
And I never get tired of seeing it. This is a chance to own your own.
All right. Then I got to admit, next one, John Pleat
Alberto,
knocked it out of the park.
Very much. It reminds me of the Spider-Man cartoon.
Star Wars Princess Leia, #1, with Leia cover sketch by John Pleat.
Oh, wow.
Looks like a photo.
Wow.
I got to tell you, it's something else.
Yeah, my eyes. It's the thing again with like, I'm having trouble. Is this like? Did you draw this, or is this a picture that you know what I mean? It's
all right. MSRP of $149.99, and we have this one for $65.
Zebra strikes are a nice touch as well, I would say.
I was going to say this is that's a crazy price for a cover this good.
All right.
$65.
This one I know Jay's gonna like. Superman Unlimited #1 with Superman cover sketch by Will Torres. MSRP of $149.99, and we have this one for $65.
I very much like the fact that Will has zero problem letting you know who drew this picture. You know, some people's signatures are almost, it's like I need the Da Vinci Code to figure out who signed stuff. Will Torres drew this, period.
It's like a Will Eisner, Walt Disney type signature, right?
I was just going to say, it reminded me of an Eisner signature, man. And yeah, Marcus, I caught that, by the way. That's a great callback. The Leia cover has Zuba's energy.
Oh, I remember.
Most people under like 45 have no idea what I'm talking about, but yeah, it really does.
All right, so next up we got another
that is
one.
very much a Dick Tracy pose. That's
Tracy Medina knocked this one out of the park.
Yikes!
Batman versus Joker cover sketch by Tracy Medina. MSRP of $149.99, and we have this one for $65.
What comic is this sketched on?
I don't know.
It looks like Batman Black and White. If I'm looking at the, because it's on that front row right there.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Yes, there you go.
Good
eye, Jay.
I didn't have the picture, and I didn't have the info on the price guide to fix it. So
yeah, I couldn't see it. So, all right. So we have ratios next and some back issues. So you know what? Let's take the second break, Jay, and we'll be right back.
Whoa. Whoa. Did you miss it? Yeah, they can go by pretty fast. Let's slow down the footage.
Welcome. It's time to skim some comics. Miles Morales Spider-Man, I will just tell you that Miles is very important in his role as a vampire. So
It's fine. If you like Hercules, read it. If you don't like it, don't worry about it. It's fine.
the art is still stunning. There's a panel, little spoiler, there's a panel in this where Chitauri first hits Lion-O, and he is the best "did she really just hit me" face I've ever seen put in a comic book.
Wow, live reviews of new comic books so you can be ready for New Comic Book Day. What is this? Oh, I see. It's Minute to Skim It. Part of the experience. FOC, a comic industry term for the final day a new comic can be ordered by a local comic shop. So, what does that mean to you? Well, it's your last chance to order a new comic book from your local comic shop. Order up! The FOC show will go over every book that's about to be cut off every Friday afternoon.
I'm going to highlight some of the stuff that I think is really worth paying attention to,
so that you can put in an order at your LCS for as many copies or as many variant covers as you want.
Sometimes the store needs to know to up their orders.
Never miss out on a popular comic again. Order up, part of the experience.
According to a statistic that I just made up, people spend 4 hours a day changing the television channel. People who watch The Experience don't do that. Save yourself a ton of time by tuning into The Experience and enjoying our new original programming 7 days a week. And then tell your friends. Think about the money they could save on batteries in the remote alone just by tuning into The Experience. Find out more by scanning the QR code below. Twitch. It's not just what happens when you have too many energy drinks anymore. Check out our content over there too.
All right, we're back.
We
All right.
are back.
So to answer Corey's question, yes, I did. All right. So we have one. The one on top, we're gonna rip open. All right. And
what?
It is the red Sonia blind bag, the black bag in the middle on top. All right. They want to see one, so we're gonna do it.
You know how you get to see one? By buying one.
Well, no. Corey wanted to buy one tomorrow as a giveaway.
No, I know. I'm just goofing.
Or want to buy one on
You're
Wednesday as a
now?
giveaway. No, not yet.
Okay.
We'll get to it. So I said I would give one away. And thank you for reminding me, Corey. I almost forgot. No, I said on Wednesday I would use it as a giveaway. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to let Jay spin the wheel because I don't even remember what letter we're up to. But we will. Yeah, we'll do it as a giveaway.
I almost feel like if we had a big carnival wheel here, it would be fun.
All right.
Like Amy could come in and spin the big like Price is Right wheel. Boop, 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 boop.
All right. So Jay, this is kind of a special kind of thing. So we're going to spin the wheel, but everyone is up for it because I'm doing giveaway as kind of a promotion. All right. I never made the list, Marcus. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I never got around to it.
Never made the list.
Yeah, I never did. Yeah.
The
So
list like the tush push.
So
is
we're kind
fictional.
of promoting the blind bag because it was a hit. So we're going to do more as a company. So we're going to rip this one open. And this one will not have a sketch cover, extra sketch cover included in it because I'm giving it away. All right. What? Yeah, no. Hey, Lorena. Sorry, Marcus. I will construct the list. I think we were up to C's, but I don't want to do it that way for this one. All right. So Marcus just PO'd because he's an M and a W. Well, hey, be thankful I'm using first names, not last. All right. Yeah, I never made the list, but I recorded the names I did. That was it.
For that Red Sonja one, would you rather just do a separate hashtag just in case?
Oh, you know what? That's not a bad idea. Let's do hashtag EXP Red Sonja. How's that? Does that work?
Yes, sir. I actually already typed that up, so that works perfectly.
Good. Great minds. No, we're not.
Jay typed that up like 3 days ago. I'll suggest this, and it'll.
All right. So if you want to be part of that giveaway, the Red Sonja blind bag, you need to type in EXP Red Sonja, all lowercase, and then we'll do the big reveal. All right. But if you purchase one, then I will guarantee.
Oh, Lorena's here.
So
I must have missed it.
Well, when we get to it, I'll read what's in the blind bag. All right. So
did the list get lost because there was no Amy last week? Amy list?
No, it was still my responsibility. I just never
it was
did
still my fault.
Yeah, it's still my fault. All right. So we have ratios. So I didn't see Robert. Not sure if he's here tonight. We have some ratios. We have some back issues. And then after that, before we get to the Dynamite books of the week, we have the blind bag. So you need to get your hashtag in. So for the Red Sonja blind bag, before we get to it. All right. So the ratios that we have for this week. Spider-Man 94, number 1. 1:25 ratio by Ricky Yagawa. It is a 9.2. And we have this one for $10.
You know, this was a fun series. You know, you were talking about continuing series in comic book form, like Buffy and Angel and now Supernatural. This is what they're doing for the 90s Spider-Man cartoon. It had that vibe of the original 90s cartoon. I loved it. Spider-Man has had some of the best cartoons throughout the decades, I think.
Yeah, even the ones that maybe weren't as over with fans as they should have been. You go back and you rewatch them, like when they all popped up, I guess it was on Disney Plus or something. They all just suddenly showed up one day. It's a good watch. It's good. I don't know if there's been a bad one. I mean, everybody has their personal favorite, but I haven't seen one. Even stuff like the newer Amazing Spidey and his friends or whatever. It's for kids, but it's still a fun watch.
All right. So next one up is Amazing Spider-Man number 11, 125 ratio by Felipe Massafera. It is a 9.4, and we have it for $10.
Massive Fair is giving me vibes of like Marvel's era Alex Ross with this, man, and I'm all here for it.
Yeah, that's a great call, and yeah, very much so.
Hey, Akers, what's going on, man? Thanks for joining us.
I saw an interview that Todd McFarlane, I guess Todd was asked something about Alex Ross or whatever. I don't know if they're doing another documentary, but this interview was from a few years back, but he talked about how, no disrespect to anyone else, but Alex Ross is the first person to him, and this is how I knew it wasn't just something I made up in my head. Like other people saw it too. Right. If Todd saw it, I saw it. He said, for me, Alex Ross is the first time an artist manages to show you what these characters would look like if they existed in real life.
Right.
And he flashes up like a Spider-Man image. And particularly Todd references how the mask fits on Peter Parker's face in some of that Alex Ross Marvel stuff that Robbie just mentioned. He's like, and this is a guy, how many times has Todd drawn Spider-Man? Like a bazillion times. And for him to say that, that's
all right. Next up, we got Batman number 1 in 50 ratio by David Aja, and we have this one for 20.
I love this cover. I love the use of the white space, the silhouette of the building, the way it's kind of at a Dutch angle. It's just got a great composition. It gives it a little bit of more dynamic energy than it would just typically Batman just standing there on a fire escape, right?
Wow, that was a hell of a review, wasn't it? Yeah. Sounded almost professional.
He makes tens of dollars a week discussing comics. So
that's right.
Show some respect.
Robbie's just being authentic, y'all.
That's right.
Did he say authentic or authentics?
I don't know. All right. Next up, we got Batman number 125 ratio by Andy Kubert and Steve Fairchild. And we have this one for 15.
I'm a sucker for pretty much any cover where there's a Zeppelin on it.
Yeah, so it makes me think of the animated series. Right?
I was just going to say,
I did not notice that before.
It's the first thing I noticed because I'm looking at it and I was like, where's the light coming from? And yeah, it very much has that sort of Bruce Timm animated series vibe to it, and again, I realize it's not every person's favorite art style, but it's hard to go wrong when you're drawing.
I must be getting old. I did not notice it. All right, so another couple that Jay will like. Adventures of Superman, Book of L, number 125 ratio by Ariel Olivetti, and we have this one for 15.
I'll tell you what this reminds me of. This reminds me, and this is probably going back a few years. My guess is Jay knows exactly when they did like DC 1 Million, and Superman appears or reappears from the sun.
Yeah, the gold Superman.
Yeah, the gold Superman. Remember, and that guy's powers were just sort of like, I guess. I remember he was almost like Dr. Manhattan. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I can do that. It's all good. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's like Superman in the 953rd century or something.
Yeah,
he goes to live in the sun, and he's just become supercharged. God,
and he's almost like technically he's Superman, but
right.
DC 1 Million is one of my favorite DC crossovers of all time. I love that.
Really cool stuff in that. I love the Batman who lived like on a planet of darkness or something. Wasn't that Batman like living on Pluto? And
it was Pluto, and it was a prison. It was a prison planet. Every member of the Justice League had a planet. So like, Wonder Woman had Venus, and Flash had Mercury, and so on and so forth. It was so cool. Grant Morrison spearheaded that whole thing.
Yeah, that's one of those things. I'll be the first to admit, some of the Elseworlds era, not that this was an Elseworlds, but some of the Elseworlds era stuff doesn't necessarily hold up 20, 25 years later or whatever. It's been almost 30 years now. Stuff like that, I think that's very, very cool. You could just jump into that right now. And if you have a passing familiarity with the DC characters, DC 1 million is very cool to revisit.
All right, then we have Adventures of Superman, Book of L, number 1 in 50 ratio by Marguerite Sauvage. And we have this one for 25.
This is almost like an homage to like the Donner Superman, right?
Yeah, it makes me think it's 78 Superman for real.
That's what I was going to say. That's what this kind of, I almost think this is a Superman.
I bet if you look closely, there's like a pane of glass with 3 Kryptonians in it being like, oh.
Space Case, what's going on, man? All right, so then the back issues, and then we'll do a quick Rex cap.
Someone commented about Superman being of lower power level in the latest movie. That was by design. I saw an interview, and James Gunn made it really clear he wanted to make Superman more accessible.
Right.
You know, there are
this dude's still literally though, like swimming through a proton river that could destroy anything else it touches.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's not too underpowered, right?
Well, that's what I was going to say. When most of the versions of Superman I love tend to be sort of, like people. The Kingdom Come Superman is my favorite version of Superman. And I understand that's one of the things where, like kryptonite doesn't work anymore. He's just sort of, the older he gets, the stronger he gets in some weird inverse relationship. John Byrne did that too. Like the older he gets, the slower he ages and the stronger he gets. So in theory, do you age at all anymore? And I understand that's tough to write around. That's super tough to write around.
Yeah. And when Byrne relaunched with Man of Steel post-Crisis, I mean, he depowered Superman so that there were more threatening things out there because the Silver Age, as great as it is, sometimes they got out of hand. Like Superman be like juggling planets to like save the day.
Superman's playing a game of marbles with planets, and I'm like, I understand it's the 1950s and 60s, but no. And I think James Gunn generally touched on that. Like he wanted to make Superman more, you know what I mean? He wanted to make him a little more, I guess vulnerable.
Hey, Robert.
In a creative
you want
sense,
the threat to feel like there's impact to it, right? You don't want it to just be like nothing stops him. That's kind of like almost what, as much as I like some of the Snyder stuff and Henry Cavill as Superman, at certain times in those movies, you didn't get the sense that anything could hurt him. You know what I'm saying?
I was just going to say that Cavill, if there's a weakness to Henry Cavill as Superman, is that it's very hard for me to believe anyone would hurt him, even Darkseid, because of Cavill's physical presence and the way he plays the character.
Right.
Like they teased at the end of Black Adam, they teased like a throwdown between like Black Adam and Superman. And I understand, I love The Rock. I've loved him since he was Rocky Maivia. But I'm telling you right now, that's a fight that's basically 2 hits. Superman hits him and he hits the ground and doesn't get back up. Cavill is just that guy. Corn Sweat very much makes it a more, very much, I think, like, Christopher Reeve played it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I heard about these hot dogs that use corn sweat as filler.
Oh, no.
Those I'd be in favor of, but.
Boo.
That's cool.
This week they had a special Eagle Dog this week, and they did Casey brisket, style brisket on a hot dog over at Happy Culinary. The problem is they have one television there. So you've got 40 guys standing around eating their hot dog watching one TV. And I suggested to them respectfully, if you want to get into that business, you need to add a lot more television.
Right.
Because they had like a faux push cart there and people were getting brats or whatever. And they had like different brats named for different games or whatever. You got to give people somewhere to sit or stand and watch the game.
All right. So, Robert, we just did the ratios, but we're going to do a Rex cap in just about a minute. All right.
Let's do nice, Jay.
Let's do the back issues and then we'll do the recap. All right. So, first up, we have Titans number 1. It is a 9.4, and we have this for 10.
Remember that Titan series? Do you remember that? The Titan series that was on DC Universe? They did a few seasons of it. Like I remember, there are elements of it that I liked and elements of it I didn't.
I was just going to say I think it doesn't get, I think a good way to put this, I think it gets bashed more than it deserves. There was some good stuff in there. I would not write it completely off. You know, it's not Superman and Lois.
I tried to watch one episode, but I couldn't get past it, so I haven't returned to it.
It was just trying so hard to be like mature and edgy.
Yeah, I don't.
It was just trying so.
I'm sorry.
hard.
The other problem is, you know, you've got Toon Titans, and they're great. I go back and watch those periodically. They come up, and I just like, you know, they did such a good job with the cartoon and shifting it into like of a more silly, lighthearted, young vibe that they were trying to make this sort of. And I don't think, I just think when they did that sort of, I think they got a little too overconfident because Arrow and Flash were good.
Yeah, they were.
Supergirl was inconsistent, but I think in the end, it wound up having more good stuff than bad stuff.
Well, what was the spinoff one?
My favorite was Legends of Tomorrow.
That's it.
Legends of Tomorrow, that was just a fun show to watch.
During this whole Titans era, like Jay's saying, like Swamp Thing, I hear great things about it. I never actually watched the Swamp Thing, but also Doom Patrol is really good.
Doom
that
Patrol
was
is
kind of
good.
from that era too.
Yeah,
it's not easy to make Doom Patrol.
Yeah, but wasn't that a weird experiment to have a DC Universe streaming app where they like that would just be all DC stuff? That just seems weird. Like
I understand maybe they were inspired by Disney to have like a content specific streaming app. And not to be a jerk, but Disney has a little bit more content than you do, so you can pull that move
because
off.
they got Star Wars, they got Marvel, they got
National
Geographic, they got like all this different.
They have the animated movies, they have the animated shorts.
Yeah, they get the Disney Channel movies and all that stuff, right? So like,
they have a ton
I don't think they had the
of
budget.
stuff.
Plus, now I understand they've loosened it up a little bit, but for probably the first 8 years of Disney Plus, that was the only place you streamed like what I call Disney vintage or legacy content, right? Because they pulled a lot of those movies, Mary Poppins, some of these classics, they were pulled from other streaming services. So for at least 5 solid years or more, if you wanted your kid to see Bedknobs and Broomsticks, it was on Disney Plus or you simply bought it. And it was right at that time where physical media was in the dip, right? Now we see physical media in ascendance again. People are realizing, like, look, man, I don't want to have to, and I'm as guilty as anyone. People are over, they want to watch a movie. It's $4 to rent and $10 to buy.
Right.
So I just buy it. Movies, you know, stuff from the 80s or 90s that I know I'm going to watch, certain horror movies. But I think people realize, well, first of all, you didn't buy the movie.
Yeah,
clear.
People found that
you got a
out the hard way.
license to see the movie, and second of all,
repeatedly,
there really is just nothing like having that bookshelf full of stuff.
Everybody hit that thumbs up.
There he is.
They did. Oh, have you brought my book, sir?
What do you got?
I got a gift from Tariq.
Oh, nice.
I don't know what it is.
What is it?
Oh,
let us see. What is
this is awesome.
Is it dirty?
What is it?
Oh, it's Namor.
Nice.
Both Namors. Namor in the classic and in the disco outfit.
Disco
the
outfit.
disco outfit's
That's
cool.
what it's called.
That's what people refer to it as, a disco outfit.
Nice.
That's awesome.
That's
nice.
Tariq's not here.
Nope, Tam D. Tam D1. Preston is bringing up a good point. You don't buy digital. It's a long-term rental.
Yeah, that's
true.
true.
We were talking about that. You're buying a license to watch something on someone else.
Which is crazy. I mean, you remember what happened with 1984 all of a sudden? Like Amazon just took the books out of everybody's Kindle and refunded them. I mean, at least they gave the money back.
I mean, that's true. But that's still
true.
Not,
I have a physical copy of the book. It's beat up from high school because you had to read it.
Yeah.
I actually think we have a copy at our house from like my wife's college memories box.
It's really nice. A small token of appreciation for all that you do. Hope
nice.
Puts a smile on your face. And yeah, the answer is yes. This put a smile on my face.
That's awesome.
Didn't know what to expect, but this is awesome.
That's very
great with my Daredevils.
I was going to say those are.
Anyway,
And
guys,
speaking of
claim,
Daredevil,
claim.
We'll start the bidding at $1,200 for those.
What for the Titan? No, stop.
all right.
He's more happy opening any of my or Alberto's gifts.
The gifts we're really
Speaking of
getting is later
Daredevil,
He
this
did
week.
give me Disney's chlamydia once from the movie The Elementals.
Yeah.
So speaking of Daredevil, next
This week
book
is
up
Gen
is
V,
Daredevil
season
number
2.
25.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's a 9.2, and we have this one for 15.
Nice.
This is a
Wait. It's a 9.2. Is it CGC grade, or you're saying that it's a
No, it's
it's
our
9.2
opinion. Yeah,
or better? Our
yeah,
opinion.
Yeah, they know.
Okay. Well, you never know. We may have some new viewers. You got to be clear.
True. All right.
So, listen, not wanting to have a heart attack in trading places, but sell.
Sir, there's a question from someone in the stream. They would like to know about the Boys Universe comics when.
When Garth is ready.
That's always the answer. It's not like I stopped asking Nick about Gen V comic because he made it clear that it's not the hold up on our end. It's if and when they decide to do them, that's when you'll get them.
All right. So then we have Immortal Hulk number 2. It is our opinion in 8.0, and we have that for 10.
Great Alex Ross cover too.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, Alex Ross decides at some point he wanted to jump into classic Captain America, Hulk,
Right.
Iron Man, Thor. People who got to pick that stuff up for like $4 or $5 an issue. Those covers are just. A friend of mine took like the first 12 issues of Thor that season, put them in a frame, lets them sit there. He's probably bigger. Well, he spent more money on Alex Ross stuff than I have, so I guess he's a more important fan of the Alex Ross gallery. But he's literally just taking the first 12 issues of Hulk, Iron Man, like all the covers he did,
Right.
and he's just putting them in big picture frames because,
All right. So then we have Thor, God of Thunder number 4. It's an 8.5 to a 9.0. And we've got that for 10.
It's awful when you're a young, good-looking dude, and then you just turn into your father when you get old. Because isn't this elderly King Thor? You know what I mean? It's just like, I used to be the man. Now I'm just a fat old dude sitting in a chair. This is terrible.
With an eye patch. All right. So then we have Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., number 5. It's a 4.5 approximately. And we have this one for 20.
That's
Great
gonna
stuff.
be-
Iconic. Steranko Gold.
That's going to be in my cover in my car in 4.5 seconds.
This one is consignment, so you cannot take this one.
Oh, no, is it?
Yes.
Well, then somebody buy it. I don't want to see it sit here then.
All right. So every claim tonight, you will get a Supernatural Ash Can book
Okay.
coming out in October on the 15th, it says.
Yes.
So next month. So sign me up. You got it, Tracy. All right. So you want, let me see, 2 of the 10 packs. Okay. Tracy.
Should you want to put a little post-it in there with her of my top 25 suggestions of things I want to see her draw?
No, I don't. And no, I'm not giving you her email either. All
Now
right.
I'll just have Mariano slip it in there.
Oh, nice.
I sent him to
All right.
I sent him a link to an artist this week, and he's probably getting tired of these texts. I'm like, as the art director, you should reach out to this person.
125.
He's thinking, wait a minute, why are you telling
on.
me who to reach out to?
Hold on, Tracy. I got you. 125 Superman.
Ah, see, Trace, throw it in there, John.
All right, so you're taking that one.
Not that you should pester
Gotcha.
creators on any level, but to a certain extent, it's okay to
Never stop you.
respectfully say, "Hey, I'd love to see you work on, I'd love to see this, I'd love to see that."
All right.
Again, in moderation, not, don't be
So-
me about it because that's obnoxious.
So let's do a Rex cap. And reminding everyone, every claim tonight will get a Supernatural Ash Can All right. No John, just the ash can. All right.
That would devalue the ash can.
Well, the shipping would be prohibitive. All right. So the giveaway of the night, Uncanny Inhumans #0, signed by Charles Soule. Hashtag is EXP Monday, all lowercase. Then we have the Dynamite 10-pack reader set. 10 random Dynamite titles, $3.99 cover price or higher. And as always, we have it for $5. So a $40 retail value. And we've got it for $5. Then the DF Mystery Box. 2 CGC 9.8s, 1 virgin, 1 signed, 1 exclusive, and 10 back issues. $200 retail value guaranteed, and we've got it for $85. So the sketch covers. Fantastic Four #1 with Galactus and Shalabal. Surfer cover sketch by Carl C.K. Kent.
Yeah.
Suggested retail of $149.99. And we've got it for $65.
The coloration here with the purple.
Yeah.
This is a very
Great effect.
Nailed it, man. You really nailed it.
All right. Then we have Thor #1 with Spider-Woman cover sketch by Jessica Court. MSRP of $149.99. And we've got this one for $65.
I know some people might think like the green tones maybe are a little bit of a weird move here. I'm partial to green, obviously, but I think it works. I think it's very cool.
All right.
It's the light from the blast, right? That's what.
Yeah, the Venom Sting or the Venom Blast, or whatever it is.
All right. Then we have Ultimate Spider-Man #1 with Spider-Man cover sketch by Joe Del Beato and Mariano Nicieza. MSRP of $149.99, and we have it for $65.
I feel like this was the cover of like the Spider-Man story album from the 1970s.
All right. Then we have Star Wars Princess Leia #1 with Leia cover sketch by John Pleak.
Sponsored by Zubas. Is that what was said earlier?
Suggested retail of $149.99, and we have this one for $65.
I'm kind of surprised this one is still here, because I would think like a Star Wars fan would snag this almost immediately.
All right. Then we have Superman Unlimited #1 with Superman cover sketch by Will Torres. MSRP of $149.99, and we have this one for $65.
And I forget who mentioned it. Someone mentioned it. Yeah, this very much has Chester Gould energy. The cartoonist for Dick Tracy. This is sort of like, you would get a panel, at least one panel like this in every Tracy strip.
And Tracy Medina knocked another one out of the park with this one, Batman versus Joker cover sketch by Tracy Medina. MSRP of $149.99, and we have this one for $65.
You don't have a bad day at the board, do you, Tracy?
All right, the ratios, and hopefully Robert is still in the house. We have Spider-Man 94 #1, 125 ratio by Ricky Yagawa. I have 2 of those. They're approximately a 9.2, and we have them for 10.
Now I guess I slept on this because I really love this sort of time set pieces. I did not realize what was going on with this. I'm glad. I appreciate Robbie letting me know, because
what I'm here for, John.
No, I didn't know, man. I mean, I've said that for a long time. Not everybody can know everything. You know what I mean? Like, even as much as, stuff is going to sail under the radar.
Right.
You know what
Agreed.
I mean? And in this case, you would think, being a Marvel Unlimited subscriber, at some point, like it would have popped up in an ad or something or whatever, and blah, blah, blah. Marvel Unlimited is great deciding on what to buy. To me, it's like the world's most interactive catalog. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, I should buy this. I should buy this. And then the truth is, they just have really fun stuff to read. Like if I'm sitting, I'm waiting for a train or something, I'll open up the app and I'll watch I'll read like 4 or 5 issues of Marvel Months.
All right.
You know what I mean? And Marvel, that's just funny stuff.
All right. Next up, we got Amazing Spider-Man #11, 125 ratio by Felipe Masafera. It is 9.4, and we have this one for 10.
Tacoma, I'm trying.
He has a question.
The original Amazing Spider-Man book, is it dead?
What do you mean, Tacoma?
Like canceled or just no one reads it? I'm not. I
You
don't.
notice sales are
Sales
slow?
are slow.
Don't know. I don't. Do you, Robbie?
I mean, as far as
if we're talking about
anyone
the current book, it's still one of Marvel's top sellers. And but if we're talking about back issue sales, I don't know. I'm not super plugged into all that. So
I mean, I think generally speaking, we've had other retailers say back issues, there's sort of like an ebb and flow to them. You know what I mean? There are times where you can pick up something at a very budget-friendly price. And then Hulu will announce a series, or Disney will announce a series, or HBO will announce a series.
Right.
And those back issues disappear. And the remaining issues, the prices go way up.
All right. So then we have Batman number 1/150 ratio by David Aja. And we have this one for 20. And then we have Batman number 1/125 ratio by Andy Kubert and Steve Furchow. And we have this one for 15. And then we have Adventures of Superman, Book of L, number 1/115 ratio by Marguerite Sauvage. And we have this one for 25. Then the back issues, Titans number 1. We have that for 10. Daredevil number 25. We have that for 15. Immortal Hulk number 2. We have that for 10. Thor God of Thunder number 4. We have that for 10. And then Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. number 5. And we have that for 20. All right. So
whoever gave this up for sale, they have my respect. I would be eating canned food before I sold this book. But you know what I mean? I give people credit. I mean, you see Nick sometimes, he will sell art pieces, and I'm thinking to myself, I just have so much respect for that. I'm not a collector, I'm a hoarder. You know what I mean? Especially things I really, really like Steranko work, Kirby work, Warren magazines. I mean, literally when I'm gone, my wife will be like, why didn't he sell this stuff?
Jay, I just realized I didn't send you a pic of the Red Sonja blind bag, but you had one from last week, right?
Do you want me to hold it up or something?
Yeah, I still have it on here.
Okay, cool. Thank you. It's I totally spaced. I'm sorry about that, dude. All right. So we are giving this one away tonight. So if you haven't done it yet, the hashtag is EXP Red Sonja. All right. This is separate from the giveaway we do every show. All right. This one we're giving away. But you can purchase them as well. And I know a lot of the group did last week. And here we go. It includes one variant, one sign book, one exclusive, one cosplay, one sketch or signed trading card per pack. Now, the sketch covers, you may, as an exclusive, you may get a sketch cover. Out of 500 packs made, there are 25 randomly inserted into the packs, or you may get a metal exclusive. They are 10. There are only 10 in the 500 packs made. All right. But I'm going to spark it up for the group to make it special. If you purchase one tonight, I will include a sketch cover. Okay. If you get one, then in the pack, you get 2 sketch covers. Okay. I did this last Wednesday, I think. Okay. Yeah, we're going to, Marcus, we're going to open this one to give away on the air. All right. So that's what's in the blind bag. All right, John, you wanna do the honors?
You want me to open it?
Sure.
Oof.
How exciting.
All right. So John is going to confirm that it is sealed. It
is indeed sealed.
All right. So I don't know how to open it.
I was going to say, I don't know how to open this, but we're going to find out.
All right.
Back in the old days, I used to have a penknife, but Frank Thorne, I mean, people have seen the cover, right?
All right. Here we go. Now, the giveaway will not include the extra sketch cover.
Is this a Tyvek bag or a?
It's like those.
I just don't want to shred the bag, but.
Do you need like some scissors or a little?
I was going to say, you know what? Here, I'm going to go grab scissors or something.
All right. So John will be right back. So this is a giveaway one.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to shred
if you purchase one for $50, they are $50 each. I will include a sketch cover. Okay, an additional one. If there's one in the bag, the person, if you purchase one, there's one in the bag or metal, I will include an extra sketch cover. Okay, to make this work.
Thankfully, Amy had scissors on her desk.
Oh, here you go.
Sort of all professional way. Let's carefully do this. Well, I'll tell you right now, if you get one this sealed, super careful to not cut the book.
John, I only have 30
This is the most anticlimactic.
And I haven't got.
Oh, there we go.
Hey, Robbie.
Yeah.
What part of Alabama are you in?
North Alabama.
Northern Alabama.
Is that near Jasper?
That's I think like a couple hours away, I believe.
Okay. They actually let Italians down there.
Do they?
There it's pronounced Italian.
I know. Trust me, I know.
Why do you ask?
Angel's going there for 10 days.
On purpose?
Yes.
Jasper is where Jason Aaron is from.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, look at all the goodies.
They want to know whether or not they get a Regal card with it. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool.
Oh, this is
all right.
pretty cool.
Who got it?
No one yet. We're gonna do this giveaway tonight.
Reminder on the Kickstarter. The Kickstarter's still available to back anybody who's an EXP fan who buys into the Kickstarter, the Vampirella Kickstarter. If you buy the $200 threshold with the hand-drawn sketch by Ken Hazer guaranteed, you also get a sketch cover by Amy as a bonus.
Oh, there you go. So
we already had people.
If you do, send me an email that you put yourself in there.
Yeah.
Okay. This way I know. Otherwise, I have to look through all the hundreds and hundreds of names, which would take me forever.
I'm trying to. It's a little bit.
Alberto,
hard to see,
she is back.
This is a Jenny Frozen cover.
What do you say? Is she back? What else? Have her?
See.
Did everybody hit the thumbs up?
Oh, have her stop by and say hi.
Oh, okay. Amy, Alberto wants you to say hi.
So you get the sign card.
Oh, it's so nice. They included a black and white cover for me.
All right. So that I would say is the exclusive. And then we got the variant.
Neat.
Can you hand John those two? Right
Which
there.
ones? Oh,
Those two sitting there by the scissors.
Thank you.
And take your scissors back.
Yeah, I was going to say, thank you.
Where John hurts himself.
I know, right?
And you got the sign one as well. So that is what is in this pack. All right. So this one we are giving away. All right. And I know a lot of the people in the group.
Hi, Robbie.
Hi, Amy.
How did last week go? Did it go smoothly?
It was a nightmare.
Oh, I was afraid of that.
All right.
When I got here, the lights were off. It was cold, and there was an emptiness.
All right. So this one we're giving away. The hashtag is EXP Red Sonja. All right.
Yeah, sorry. These are in the way. We just got to move stuff to get them organized.
All right. So that is the Red Sonja blind bag. All right. So let's go ahead and spin the wheel. Is everyone in who wants to be in?
Nick did the show from his house. He's on the couch. Hey, buy this. It's pretty cool. Thanks.
Vacation was very nice, Mike. Thank you. Which was a little longer, but that's okay because apparently you guys, they need me here all the time because apparently
It went fine.
It goes slow. It goes.
The building site's still here.
Slower.
Nothing burned down. All right.
The one good thing.
Nothing burned down.
All right. So if you want to be part of this giveaway,
Need anything.
last chance.
Thank you, Amy.
All right.
Alberto, I refuse to fill out any forms without
Like he
Amy.
fills out forms. All
no
right.
Amy, no forms.
All right. So here we go. Spin that wheel. And the winner is
Boop, 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 boop.
Lorena. Cool.
Nice.
Congrats. All right, there we go. All right, so the winner is Lorena. It is available for sale. Each bag is $50, and I will guarantee I'll throw in an additional sketch cover. You know what? The heck with it. Scratch that. We did that on Wednesday. I'll throw in a metal cover. How's that? So I'm changing it up.
Rex, you've been eating veggie sandwiches tonight.
I will throw in a metal cover up to 5 bags. All right.
You're practically giving it all away.
Yeah, I am. I know. That's okay. No, I can't do both, Marcus. I would get killed. Yeah, Alberto. I'm doing it like that. I am getting crazy. Alberto, you guys are killing me, man. I'm gonna get torched.
They don't care about your job security at all.
Yeah,
They just
apparently.
want stuff.
So I can't do
imagine
both,
just
guys.
showing up and being greedy.
I can
and
only do
wanting
one.
stuff.
I will do free shipping like I did on Wednesday, though. How about that? I will do that, but I cannot do both. I will get killed. So if anyone is interested, let me know. All right. So
I just got a text from Nick. He said if you do both, report directly to Human Resources. That doesn't sound good.
Oh no. All right.
And Human Resources is just Amy at the end of the hall with a mean face.
All right. So yeah, right, Preston. All right. So we got to take our last and final break.
Yeah, I would say so unknown. If they grab a DF10 pack that qualifies for Supernatural.
Yeah, no, you got unknown, certainly.
No, that's not cheating. That's totally fine. Listen to me giving Nick stuff away again. I don't know. It's fine. Sure.
What's the difference? All right. Gotcha, unknown. I got you down, bud. All right. So there we go. So go ahead, Jay, and take us to our break. We'll be back, and then we'll get to the Dynamite books of the week.
So, the show is called The Geek Chat. And really, there's just a couple of geeks.
I'm Rich.
I'm Dez.
And we are your hosts for this weekly guide into comic bookery and all the geeky stuff that goes with it.
And that pretty much says it all. They talk about the latest movies and shows.
Okay, I'll be completely honest with you. Overall, D+ movie.
So the end. Did you know who that is?
That's She-Ra, yeah.
Yes.
The new #1 comics of the week.
We rep Samuel Jackson and we rep Mace Windu.
I passed on this. I was like...
No regrets.
No regrets. I really wanted to like this book. I really did. Like, I really did.
And just chat with each other. And with you.
Oh, Daniel says, I dosed off with the first one. I have zero interest in the Joker Harley ship, not Harley herself. Enjoy, not for me. Yeah, this movie's gonna be rough for me to sit through, I'll be honest.
The Geek Chat, Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. Just a couple of honest geeks.
Let's be honest. Come on.
And that is why people watch us, because we're honest.
Giving their honest opinions.
And the thing you always have to remember about the internet is everyone has an opinion, and they all suck.
Part of the experience.
We know you probably get a lot of emails, but could you please make sure to sign up for our mailing list? We don't send a lot of emails, and we try not to bother you. We just want to give you the best information about all the cool stuff that's going on around here. Sign up on our website, theexplive.com. Did you know that Arthur, King of the Britons in Monty Python and the Holy Grail was played by a famous Graham? Check out another famous Graham by following our Instagram.
We are back. Hey, CIB. So, all right. So here we go. So we did the Red Sonja comic trading pack. Okay, the blind bag. So it includes one variant, one signed, one exclusive, one cosplay, one sketch or signed trading card per pack. All right. Sketch cover exclusives are limited to 25 out of the 500 packs made. The metal exclusives are limited to 10 of the packs out of the 500 made. Tonight, as a bonus, because I did it last week, I was going to do sketch cover, but tonight and tonight only, I'm going to do, if you purchase one of the Red Sonja blind comic trading packs, I will guarantee and include a medal. If you get a medal, you get two. If you didn't get a medal, you're definitely going to get one now. That's what it is, Mike. Let me know. All right. And Lorena is the winner of the giveaway pack, which does not include a medal or a sketch cover that I'm going to put in addition. Okay. I might be able to swing that one out, bro. So, all right. Gotcha, Mike. Ooh, excuse me, guys.
I mean, it's basically a metal cover for $50 and a bunch of extra swag, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, man.
What's up?
All right. What's up? All right, Alberto, you got it, buddy.
Ooh, I found another action.
All right. So the Dynamite books of the week coming out Wednesday. First up, we got Captain Planet and the Planeteers, number 5. Cover A's by Chad Hardin.
Chad Hardin is like crawling into like my rotation of guys. He did some very cool stuff for Johnny Quest. At that point, I just wanted to see, you know, I'm happy to kind of one of those deals where I'm messaging Nick at 1 a.m. saying, "Hey, you know what I'd love to see?"
All right. So then we got cover B by Jay Lee, a connecting variant. And then we've got cover C, Christian Ward variant.
It's almost like an impressionist painting. You know what I mean? This is very cool.
All right. And then we have cover D by Ben Oliver.
Yeah, I like this one. This is a great book, too. Really setting up the ending finale of the first arc. David Pepose has done a fantastic job with Captain Planet.
All right.
Well, I mean, I think he's sort of, not to speak for him or any creator, but I think he sort of really found a gear maybe people didn't think he had because he grabbed Space Ghost, which is, vintage type character. Then he jumps into Speed Racer for Mad Cave, and that book and now he's Captain Planet. It seems like this guy sort of is like, the throwback property whisperer, or you know what I mean? He seems to find a way to grab these sort of older. I mean, let's be honest. Before Captain Planet returned, how many people were really thinking about Captain Planet? Probably not a lot. You've got, like the 80s and 90s kids who miss this stuff, absolutely. But, I don't know if anybody was expecting a new book, screaming for a new book. Same with Herculoids. I mean, not that he's doing that, but there's sort of this, let's see more stuff. Let's see more stuff from the past. And I think David is like, okay, done. I can only imagine what the guy is going to do next.
All right. Then we have cover F by Chad Harden. Did we do that? This one is, it's a Virgin, and we have this one for $50.
And speaking of vintage stuff, Robbie said this, I guess, when we first talked about this. How many people were looking for a Silverhawks comic? You know what I mean? Silverhawks just popped up out of nowhere, and then it's a fun read. It's a really fun read.
All right. Then we have cover G, the 110 J. Lee black and white connecting variant. And we have
Becky
this
would
one
like
for
2
$10.
reader sets, please.
You got it, Becky. All right, then we have cover H, the Ben 110 ratio Ben Oliver Virgin. And we have that for $10. Then we have cover I, the 115 J. Lee black and white connecting Virgin variant. We have that for $15. And then we have cover J, the 115 Christian Ward Virgin. And we have that for $15.
Preston, you're not the only one waiting for Galaxy Trio. In the most recent sort of example of how Nick has the patience of a saint, I've lost track of how many messages I've sent him. If it appeared in the Hanna-Barbera world of Super Adventure, he has had me pester him about, hey, what about this? Hey, what about that? And he's always very sort of, nice about it, but I would love to see Galaxy Trio. I would love to see Black Star, which is an even deeper cut than Silverhawks was. A lot of people don't remember Black Star. I'll tell you right now, your Google homework for the week, or you're on YouTube, go ahead and put in Black Star from Hanna-Barbera. It is some cool, trippy stuff.
All right, then cover K, the 120 ratio J. Lee connecting Virgin. And we have that for $20.
And I've even found a writer for Frankenstein Jr.
All right, then Herculoids number 8, cover A by Francesco Mattina.
Ironically, the guy writing this book would like to write Frankenstein Jr. He has a very cool Frankenstein Jr. figure, like a limited edition figure. He's had it. It's like one of his favorite things on his bookcase. If you watch Amy talk to Tom Stagowski, depending on what side of his office he's in, you can see it. It's Frankenstein Jr., but it's got to be, I've never seen a figure that big before. It's got to be like 2.5 feet tall.
All right, then we have cover B, the Joseph Michael Linzer variant.
This Herculoid series has been really, really good. This issue in particular is kind of like the secret origin of the Herculoids, and it was awesome.
All right, then we have cover C by Bjorn Berens.
This is another guy who I don't think seems to have turned in bad work, does he? Has anybody seen a cover on any title that this guy's done that he hasn't killed it?
All right, then we have cover D by Anthony Marquez.
I like his style for the Herculoids because it leans a little bit more into Barbera animation style.
And then we have cover E, the 110 Linzer black and white for $10. Then cover F, the 110 Anthony Marquez Virgin. And we have that for 10. And
Yeah, I think Black Star was almost sort of like the end of that era. But I think there's some episodes on YouTube floating around. It's just, it was cool. It was neat. I sort of wish that I understand Silverhawks is like the much stronger property, so that's why he went. I would not hate if we saw Black Star at some point. I was glad when we got Fire and Ice.
All right. Then we have cover G, the 115 Linsner Black and White Virgin. We have that for 15.
Yeah, Preston, that's a good point. I sort of my interest, I don't even want to say my interest, but my regular reading of fantasy stuff sort of ended with Black Star, the cartoon, whatever. From there, I sort of moved on. I probably didn't revisit fantasy until the Lord of the Rings movie started again. So that's probably 10, 12 years.
All right. Then we have cover H, the 115 Bjorn Borend's Virgin. And we have that for 15. Then we have cover I, the 120 Linsner Virgin. And we have that for 20. All right. The next up, we have Vampirella Armageddon number 3. Cover A by Francesco Mattina. And we have that for cover price.
Vampirella Armageddon, another Tom Snigoski book. It's Vampirella in hell. This issue in particular, she's trying to crawl her way out of the hellworm's belly. Pretty cool.
I got you, Becky.
There's sort of this almost like, I don't want to call it Harris-like energy because Tom wrote these stories for Harris. But there's, when you kind of take Vampirella out of the contemporary setting, that very much reminds me of the early introduction of Vampirella in Warren, which on initial read as a kid I missed, but going back and reading and rereading and rereading, there's just sort of a very neat kind of, I know she's a vampire, but this is essentially science fiction, right? She is not from Earth. I don't know if there's a property where science fiction and horror touch like that from that era, like Vampirella. I really don't. Now sci-fi and horror, we get a lot of offerings, and some of it's good, some of it's, maybe not as good. But Vampirella is very much, this is horror from another planet. And I just think it's,
Do you know one of the best sci-fi horror movies from the 60s, I believe? Mario Bava's Planet of the Vampires. That movie's awesome. I love Planet of the Vampires.
But I love the costumes they have from Planet of the Vampires. And if I was going to do a Vampirella commission, I would probably do Vampirella in the Planet of the Vampires outfit. It's like very sort of like sci-fi icon.
Yeah.
I forgot. Everyone's filling out their forms, right?
Yeah.
They are now because you're
so.
back.
Look at your email.
Just making sure.
We had a forms embargo last
I'm saying
week
because people
you
still
weren't here.
forget, especially when it comes to art shows.
All right.
But yeah, please keep doing that. Please keep filling out your forms, like the video, share. I had to make sure I do it. That's for me. That's how I know I'm really back. I'm reminding people about their forms.
All right.
That's
then
it.
We have cover B by Lyrics Lee.
Thank you.
All right. And then cover C by Joseph Michael Linsner. Cover D, the cosplay variant that Triple B cannot buy. And then cover F, the Mattina Virgin for 50. Cover G, the 110 Linsner Black and White. And we have that for 10. And then cover H, the 110 Cosplay Virgin. And we have that for 10. And then the 115 Linsner Virgin. And we have that for 15. Then cover J, the 115 Linsner Black and White Virgin. Have that for 15.
Rachel mentioned she's tinkering around with like those cord leather type of costumes. That's like single use only. You put it on, you take the picture, and then you have to have the cosmetician or whatever pull it off. And I'll be curious to see maybe next year, later this year, next year, if we get a Vampirella where it's all, essentially poured on.
Right.
Deadshot photo comes in, takes his pictures. She's back there with the lady, and it's a process to remove it off or whatever.
All right. Then we have last one, cover K, the 120 Lyrics Lee Virgin. And we have that for 20. And those are the books coming out on Wednesday. All right. So that's it. Those are the books. So what are we down to? We have to do the drawing.
We have to do a drawing
for the giveaway. The giveaway, to remind everyone, is Uncanny Inhumans #0, signed by Charles Soule. Hashtag is EXP Monday, all lowercase. So should we go ahead and spin the wheel? What the heck? Let's spin the wheel.
Might as
Ready,
well.
Jay? All right. Spin it, Jay. James Poe, I don't know if that's going to work. Alberto, congrats, buddy.
Alberto.
Congratulations, Alberto.
If he's still in the room. All right. So, Robbie, movie night.
Well, we are in the midst of Horror Fest, of course, and we're talking about a zombie sequel cult classic from 1993, Return of the Living Dead 3. I loved this movie when I was 12 years old, and it released in my VHS store. Begged my mom to let me rent it. I absolutely loved it. Changed my life. Really did. I'm very excited to have this conversation tonight.
Very nice.
Robbie have an autographed picture of this lady?
I have no idea.
I do. Yes, I met Melinda Clark last year. I have an autographed picture, and I have a picture taken with her. So super cool.
Nice.
Super cool. She was awesome. She enjoyed talking to me about the movie, and it was awesome. I love this film. It's not the greatest film. It's Brian Usna, who directed Bride of Reanimator, Society, The Dentist. I'm quite the fan of this movie.
She's in a group of, I guess they used to call them what? Horror girls, like the Julie Strain.
You got to know.
I love when they're sort of, and I understand some people did this work back in the day. They've moved on. The people who've really kind of stuck with horror over the years, I just love to see that. Like there's a lot of videos out there, but Barbara Compton, I to be so excited about these projects after doing them for years and years or whatever, that it's just a little something extra that it makes me do this, it makes me do that, it makes me excited again. You know what I mean? There's a great picture with her and Jeffrey Combs. And immediately after seeing that picture later that night, I watched Reanimator.
Bro, I'm super excited. Scarefest in Lexington, Kentucky is in 1 month. I'll be there. And Barbara Crampton, Jeffrey Combs, Bruce Abbott, they're all there. So I'm super pumped.
Yeah, so what Mike Asbill said, very important. Fill out your forms. Amy is back.
Yep.
She's back in the house. And I don't want to end up in the doghouse.
You're in the doghouse. You're giving away too much stuff. And this is coming from me who takes stuff.
Yeah, I know, right?
If I'm telling you giving away too much stuff, that might be a problem.
It's not good.
I think being in trouble with Amy might be a little bit worse than being in trouble with Nick.
Nah, it's toss up. It's like, would you rather be shot or stabbed? What's the difference at the end of the day? Man. So we will be back.
Angry face like Amy does.
That's true. I'll be back Wednesday at 7 for the 1 hour show. And of course, Nick will be out again. Will be out for his original art show on Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern, all Eastern times. Robbie will be on tonight at 9 for his movie
Return of the
fest,
Living Dead 3.
horror fest, actually.
Jay, do we know what's coming on the experience?
Yeah,
after
Jay,
this?
what's up on Channel 9?
Well, honestly, Best Coast Comics is taking the night off, so enjoy Horror Fest.
Yo!
Jay just hits the button and streams live and tells you the top 150 Superman stories he likes.
So what do we have coming up for the week? Do you know, Jay?
For the week? Okay,
Yeah.
so
There's a challenge.
Tuesday at my goodness, I always forget. 2 Eastern, 1 Central. It's Comic Industry Insiders with Adam Freeman.
Cool.
Then at 7 Eastern, 6 Central, we have Minute to Skim It with Miss Jen and Shanice. Then at 8 Eastern, 7 Central, we have Welcome to Wonderland with Rich Davis. Then to close out that night, it's Kicking It with Henri at 10 Eastern, 9 Central.
Cool.
Then Wednesday, of course, like Rex mentioned, you got that 1 hour comic selling power at 7 Eastern, 6 Central with Comic Collectibles. Then the Geek Chat at their new-ish time of 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central. No, that's wrong because I'm trying to think of Wednesday. Wednesday, I think you're the only show on again. We have a show coming up. I'm not sure if they're going to be on this week or next week. But we do have a new show coming up. A very castle-sized show.
Our show.
All right. Sounds good. Sorry to put you on the spot there, Jay.
Yeah,
I didn't mean to.
That's okay. That's something I probably should start doing because I've been here for years and I always get times mixed up and days mixed up. There's just stuff going on all week. So.
And the October schedule? No, I'm just kidding, man.
Oh, wow.
No, I'm just kidding, man.
Talk about putting Jay on the spot.
No, man, I'm not serious, though. You really wanted to know what was on later in the week.
Too funny. So what do you got coming up for the week, Robbie?
I got PCP movie night tonight. I got the weekly comic book review on Tuesday. And then I'm going to be off for like most of the rest of the week. And then I think I'll be doing Rock and Robbie Live on Sunday night. So
cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
What you got going on, Rex?
I'll be here all week.
My guess is going to be job hunting if those forms don't get filled out.
I'll be here Monday through Friday. I will be on the show on Wednesday and rest of the time in the office.
I'll be curious.
It's exciting.
I'll be curious to hear Robbie's report from the horror show.
Oh, it's always a great time. Great time.
In Lexington? Is that what that's in Lexington?
Yeah, Lexington.
It's
always fun. They got tons of people from all of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies.
Nice.
Kane Hodder, of course. Felissa Rose, of course. David Arquette. Robert England. Heather Langenkamp is going to be there.
Champion, Robert?
Chris Jericho is going to be there. So that's pretty cool, too. Linnea Quigley. It's great. It's a great lineup.
I can see that guy transitioning to movies because, he's in good shape for his age, but he's over 50.
Right.
He's been wrestling since I think he was 19 or 20. So he's probably looking for, more other projects. Well, of course, he has his band and music, but I could totally see where he would he did a movie where he played like a satanic wrestling promoter or something. And was it cheesy? Yes, but it was super entertaining to watch. Movies like that are exactly why I have Shudder.
All right. TJ, I'm sorry, dude. I forgot to look again. I got to look for you tomorrow. It has been crazy, especially with Amy on vacation.
Is he looking for the rare green cover of Sheena?
Well, I gotta go back to TJ's. Hold on. I can actually look right now for TJ. His email.
I was going to say, wait, did you just shut us off?
No, I did not. It just, all right. I'm sorry, TJ. That's on me, bud. All right, so let me see.
Rex will make the list. Rex does carry Monday and Wednesday.
All right, so he is looking for the green cover.
Is he looking for the green cover?
Yeah. Yeah, this one. See it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's in John's car.
Actually, no. The green cover's on the wall in John's comic book room now. That was a very generous gift from Nick sometimes in the past.
All right. So he needs to find some info on the book.
Do we not have any more?
I don't know. He's actually looking to buy it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood. My bad. I'm sorry.
All right. He's looking for info. It was a contest book, and he found a mention of it in an old article. That's pretty much it. So I got to see now, who would I go to in the company to find out? I'm not sure yet.
Joe. Isn't he the editor?
If I can get him to respond to my email.
Could you go?
Contest cover says so right there on the barcode. Let me see what I can find out. I think I can
put
go.
that together though? Nate Cosby? I'm trying to think of who you could.
Yeah, these guys, they're all busy. Like random questions like that could take weeks before I see.
Oh no, I know. I'm just trying to remember because I haven't read it. I haven't read the book in a while.
It took a few days to find out the FOC day for Greg Pak, and I dropped his name as well. I'll find out, buddy. Yeah, I'll find out somehow. I think I have a couple of people I can go to within the company to find out. All right. So anyway, as always, I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Robbie.
Thanks everybody for joining us. Thanks, Jay, for
thank you, Jay.
You know, the button pushing as always.
Doing all the hard work.
Robbie giving us some respectability.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, John, of course, as always. And I will see everyone on Wednesday. All right. Be good to each other.
Have a great week, everybody. Pick up Vampirella Armageddon #3. That book is too cool.
For real. Peace.